Hello, everyone, and welcome to Corbett English Podcast. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Emma. Thanks for joining us today.
Today's topic is something simple but surprisingly important: how small things make us happy.
That's right. We often think happiness comes from big achievements, expensive things, or major...
Ryan, if small things are so powerful, why do many people ignore them?
I think modern life keeps us busy. We're always focused on the next goal.
That's true. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get a better job, or I'll be happy when I buy a new car.
The problem is that once we reach that goal, we immediately start chasing another one.
So happiness keeps moving far. If small things are so powerful, why do many people ignore them?
I think modern life keeps us busy. We're always focused on the next goal.
That's true. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get a better job, or I'll be happy when I buy a new car.
The problem is that once we reach that goal, we immediately start chasing another one.
So happiness keeps moving farther away.
Exactly. We forget to enjoy what we already have.
A personal story. Have you ever experienced happiness from a really small thing?
Definitely. A few months ago, I was having a difficult week. Work was stressful and I felt exhausted.
What happened?
One morning, I went for a short walk before work. The weather was perfect. The sky was clear, birds were singing, and everything felt peaceful.
Sounds relaxing.
It was. That 10-minute walk didn't solve my problems, but it completely changed how I felt.
That's a great example. Sometimes we don't need huge changes. We just need a small, positive moment.
The science of happiness.
Interestingly, science supports this idea.
Yes. Researchers have found that gratitude and positive daily experiences can improve happiness levels.
When we notice good things, our brains focus less on stress and more on positive emotions.
Exactly. That's why many people keep gratitude journals.
Writing down 3 good things each day can make a real difference.
And those good things don't have to be big.
They could be as simple as enjoying a delicious meal
Or having a nice conversation.
relationships and small moments within 3 business days. How so?
I think relationships are another great example. People often remember small acts of kindness more than expensive gifts.
That's true. A friend checking on you, a family member helping you, or someone remembering your birthday.
Those moments make us feel valued.
And feeling valued is a huge part of happiness.
Absolutely. Technology and distractions.
Do you think technology makes it harder to notice small things?
Sometimes, yes. Many of us spend hours looking at screens.
Including me.
Me too. We can miss beautiful moments because we're busy checking notifications.
Within 3 business days. Another idea is spending quality time with loved ones.
Definitely. Even a short conversation can brighten your day. Finding joy in ordinary days.
Many people think happiness should feel exciting all the time.
But real happiness is often quiet.
Exactly. It's not always fireworks and celebrations.
Sometimes happiness is reading a good book, cooking a meal, or laughing with friends.
Another idea is spending quality time with loved ones.
Definitely. Even a short conversation can brighten your day. Finding joy in ordinary days.
Many people think happiness should feel exciting all the time.
But real happiness is often quiet.
Exactly. It's not always fireworks and celebrations.
Sometimes happiness is reading a good book, cooking a meal, or laughing with friends.
Within 3 business days. The ordinary moments often become our favorite memories.
That's so true.
Emma, do you think children are better at enjoying small things than adults?
That's an interesting question. I think they are. Children can spend hours playing with simple toys, running outside, or watching clouds.
That's true. When I was a child, I could be entertained by almost anything. Riding a bicycle, playing with friends, or even finding interesting shapes in the clouds. Maybe that's one reason they often seem happier.
I think so. As adults, we sometimes lose that sense of wonder.
But the good news is,
That we can get it back. Absolutely. We can train ourselves to be curious and appreciative again.
sometimes I try to look at ordinary things as if I'm seeing them for the first time.
That's a wonderful habit. It helps us notice beauty that we normally ignore.
Small things during difficult times. I think small things become even more important during difficult periods in life.
I completely agree.
When people face challenges, they often can't immediately change their situation.
Right. But small positive moments.
I remember a time when I was under a lot of pressure at work.
What helped you?
Honestly, a simple conversation with an old friend.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
We talked for only 15 minutes, but afterward, I felt much lighter.
Human connection is incredibly powerful.
It's amazing how one kind conversation can improve an entire day.
And that's why we should never underestimate small acts of kindness.
The power of kindness. Speaking of kindness, what's the kindest small gesture someone has done for you?
A few years ago, I was traveling alone and feeling a little lost in a new city.
That's such a simple act.
Yes, but I still remember it years later.
That's the interesting thing about kindness. It doesn't have to be dramatic.
Exactly. Holding a door open, offering a compliment, or helping someone carry something can make a big difference.
And often, it improves the giver's mood as well.
Research actually supports that idea.
Helping others makes us feel happier too.
It's a win-win situation.
Enjoying nature. Another source of happiness that people often overlook is nature.
Definitely. Within 3 business days.
You don't have to climb a mountain or visit a national park.
Exactly. Even a small garden, a tree outside your window, or a colorful sunset can improve your mood.
Sometimes I take a short walk without headphones.
Really?
Yes, it helps me notice sounds around me. Birds singing, leaves moving in the wind, people talking.
That sounds peaceful.
It reminds me that life is happening all around us.
And those moments help us feel more connected to the world.
Celebrating small wins within 3 business days. Here's another idea. Celebrating small achievements.
That's something many people forget to do.
We often wait until we achieve a huge goal before feeling proud.
But every big success is built from many small steps.
Exactly.
If you're learning a language, finishing one lesson is a success.
Here's another idea. Celebrating small achievements.
That's something many people forget to do.
We often wait until we achieve a huge goal before feeling proud.
But every big success is built from many small steps.
Exactly.
If you're learning a language, finishing one lesson is a success.
If you're exercising regularly, completing today's workout is a success.
Small wins create motivation.
And motivation helps us keep moving forward.
That's why recognizing progress is so important.
A challenge for listeners within 3 business days. Emma, let's give our listeners a challenge.
Great idea.
For the next 7 days, pay attention to one small thing that makes you smile each day.
It could be a delicious meal, a funny joke, a beautiful view, or a kind interaction.
Write it down if possible.
At the end of the week, look back at your list.
You might be surprised by how many good moments you experienced.
Happiness is often already present in our lives.
We just need to notice it. I agree.
Gratitude helps us focus on what we have instead of what we lack,
And that's a powerful shift.
because there will always be something more to want.
A bigger house, a better job, more money, more success.
But if we're always focused on what's missing, we'll never feel satisfied.
Gratitude reminds us of the good things already around us.
And many of those good things are surprisingly small.
Yet they often matter the most.
Exactly.
A smile, a laugh, a conversation, a peaceful morning, or time spent with loved ones.
Those are the moments that truly enrich our lives. Those are the moments that truly enrich our lives. Within 3 business days.
Emma, I think another reason small things matter is that they are part of our daily routines.
That's true. We spend most of our lives doing ordinary things, not extraordinary ones.
Exactly. We wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, study, do chores, and repeat.
If we can't find happiness in those everyday moments, we'll spend most of our lives waiting for happiness.
That's a powerful thought.
I remember reading a quote that said, "Enjoy the little things, because one day you may look back and realize they were the big things."
I love that. And it's so true.
Think about family dinners, evening walks, or even laughing with coworkers.
At the time, they seem ordinary.
But years later, those are often the memories we treasure most.
Within 3 business days. Not the expensive things we bought, but the moments we shared.
Exactly.
Learning to slow down. Do you think people are too busy these days?
In many cases, yes.
We're always rushing somewhere.
We rush through meals, conversations, and even vacations sometimes.
It's almost like we're constantly preparing for the next moment instead of enjoying the current one.
That's why slowing down can be so valuable.
What do you do when you want to slow down?
Sometimes I sit with a cup of tea and simply enjoy the quiet.
No phone?
No phone.
That's impressive.
It feels strange at first, but after a few minutes, it's incredibly relaxing.
Within 3 business days. It was. But what I remember most isn't the famous attraction.
What do you remember?
Sitting near the beach early in the morning and watching the sunrise.
That's wonderful.
There were no crowds, no noise, just the sound of the waves.
Sometimes those peaceful moments stay with
I think many people underestimate the value of quiet moments.
Absolutely. Silence gives us space to notice the good things around us.
Speaking of noticing things, some of my favorite travel memories are actually very small moments.
Really? Like what?
Well, a few years ago, I visited a coastal town.
Sounds beautiful.
It was, but what I remember most isn't the famous attraction.
What do you...
It was, but what I remember most isn't the famous attraction.
What do you remember?
Sitting near the beach early in the morning and watching the sunrise.
That's wonderful.
There were no crowds, no noise, just the sound of the waves.
Sometimes those peaceful moments stay with us longer than major events.
Exactly. It's interesting how happiness often hides in simple experiences.
And those experiences don't usually cost much money.
That's another important point.
The happiness of giving within 3 business days.
As we wrap up today's episode, what's the biggest lesson you'd like listeners to remember?
I would say this: don't wait for a perfect future to be happy. Look for happiness in today's small moments.
Beautifully said. Life is made up of thousands of little moments, and many of them are worth appreciating.
The more we notice those moments, the happier we can become.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Ryan.
And thank you to everyone listening. We hope today's conversation encourages you to slow down and enjoy the small things that make life special.
Take care, everyone.
See you next time on English Conversations. Goodbye.